Hello, it's the Cursing Seamstress back for another video. This will be very quick because my man friend, is on his way to get me to go to a dinner at his church. So I actually might have to stop this. But just a few things. I think it was, I can't remember who it was, another sewing YouTube person was recently on, and she had gone to the library and checked out some books on sewing. And I thought, gosh, that's one thing that I haven't really done. I love the library. I download books, mostly mystery books. I'm a member of probably 10 or 15 libraries across the country. And so I download books onto my MP3 player and listen to them while I'm sewing, while I'm sleeping. I love them. But anyway, I have not physically gone to the library and looked at sewing books. I did go online though, because there is a section in the online libraries for magazines. And I have looked at several of the libraries I belong to, and none of them has sewing magazines. I think there were some quilting magazines, but nothing specifically sewing. So, but anyway, I just wanted to show you what I came up with. I haven't looked at this book yet. I paged through it. It's Making Your Clothes Fit, and it's a step-by-step illustrated guide to custom fitting home sewn and ready-to-wear clothing by Patricia Burkhart Smith. And like I said, I did look through it. She shows you how to alter the rise in pants, for example. Looks like making the buttocks area bigger. It's got nice illustrations in it, and so I plan to study that a little bit more. This one I checked out because I have an ottoman that I need to recover. I bought a couch, a love seat, and an ottoman, and a chair, all matching. I bought it used from a couple, and that was before Hurricane Floyd, because it was just after that everything in my house flooded, and including all those items, the overstuffed furniture. So I did dry it out, had it cleaned professionally, and had slip covers made for all of them. And they looked really good, but that would have been in like 2000 maybe. Gosh, that was 18 years ago. So I really need to get new everything. But I was going to recover the ottoman. So anyway, this book, it's by Sunset Books. I've seen those before in Lowe's home store. It's called Simply Slip Covers, and it's stylish practical solutions for tried but true furniture. And so, for example, here is an ottoman recovering. And so I, again, have paged through this. We'll see how far I get with that. This one is cute. This is Zaka Style Gifts by Search Press, and it says Love to Sew by Cecilia Hanselman. That's what the cover looks like, and that's what you have in here is all these really cute quick sew items, and you have the patterns in the back, which you can copy. It's a little handbag there. I don't know what that is. A camera case. A wallet. A little travel bag, which I have already made, not from this book, but I have made on my own. A pencil case. A bookmark. book cover, mug rug, on and on. A wine cover, which I have made not from this book. What I did make, they have an apron, a cozy cover. What I did make was this little change purse here. I didn't use the diameter or circumference of the one there in the book. I just made up my own and probably made them too big. So the first one I made was this one. This is more of that camo fabric. So it just unzips and opens up. Very simple. This is bias tape that I had that matched really well. And then I used some real pretty fabric for a couple more. And so that's what I did out of that book. And that's the only thing that I've done out of that book. And then the last book that I got is The Better Bag Maker by Nicole Malalou. And it says it's an illustrated handbook of handbag design. This is what the cover looks like. This is what the back looks like. So, so she has, I'm trying to think if she, yeah, there are some patterns in the back that you can cut out or copy, which is kind of neat. And so she gives you a bunch of purses, handbags to make, and she also gives you step-by-step instructions. She tells you how to make a welt kind of pocket, exposed zipper, how to do D-rings, you know, how to make the lining. It looks like she's got the head install, twist locks, all kinds of stuff. That one I need to explore more. So, in terms of what I have made, without a pattern, I made this little thing. It's a little, what it could be if I make the strap long enough, is a crossbody bag. It's lined on the inside. This probably measures 5x5 or 6x6. This is, I have these little things open up, and this is where you could put a strap. And I have not made a strap for it, but you would just loop it through these two little holes. But I think it came out pretty nice. I used some iron-on, I don't know if it was stapler. I think it's some kind of a batting that I put, a fleece that I put in there. The other thing that I made, which was a big hit with the boys, this is that free pattern that is on Sew House 7. I made one of these before and showed you in a girly fabric. This has the kind of welted zipper pocket in here. There's a snap here, and this is lined on the inside. And both the grand boys liked it a lot. I told, well, Griffin wants it, and I told him that I was going to film it first before I gave it to him. This is just so cute. And of course, he thinks about putting his ammunition in here because he has guns and he hunts with his dad and stuff. So he was trying to think of all kinds of uses for it. My daughter doesn't like the triangular sort of shape. I do like it. It doesn't bother me a bit. I mean, you could use this as a cell phone bag or whatever bag if you're out, you know, traveling around and you don't want to carry a full handbag, or aren't allowed to in some cases. I also made another pencil case, still trying to use up a lot of fabric. I don't remember where this, I think Lorelei Jane, I think, is where this pattern came from, and I've also made this before. It stands up nice. It's got a lot of body to it. This one I did put a little tab on, and this ribbon that I had on hand that coordinates really well with the brown spots and the pink. This is a brown ribbon with pink dots on it. So that came out kind of cute. Then I went to Hobby Lobby, and I didn't see anything. They really, I knew that they had trim on sale. I heard that from Viv Mom, and but I didn't even look at the trim. I looked at fabric, and nothing really stood out to me. They didn't have a lot of fabric on sale. They did have some fleece, mostly sports themed fleece, which I'm not really interested in that. But I did buy some of these swivel snap hooks. I had one coupon for 40% off. Another swivel hook. And then I had wanted to do this. I bought an eyelet tool, which looks like this. And you hammer on that post to get it through your fabric. And that is specific to this size of an eyelet. And I can't read it because it's too dark where I'm sitting. But I got that color, the brass color, and then I got, I don't know what this color is. It's a darker kind of color. It's not black, but so I got those. So I'm going to try my hand at eyelets, and I guess the best I can figure is that an eyelet is a grommet but smaller. And I wasn't sure if my grommet tool would work on that size because they are quite a bit smaller than the grommets that I have. Let's see, the very last thing I wanted to mention is I had watched Michoud Makes talk about sharpening her own scissors. And I wanted to try it. And so I went today to Ace or yesterday, and I bought myself a sharpening stone. Excuse me. I think I paid $4 or $5 for this. There is a very smooth, fine side, and then a rougher, coarse side, split down the middle. So I've been using it. I guess it has worked. I tried it on some really cheap scissors, and I talked to the guy at Ace about how to do it, and he actually pointed me in the direction of what I already have, is that little thing that you could buy from Walmart that you stick your scissors in and pull it through, and there's a little bit of a sharpening stone, I guess is what it is, at the very bottom, teeny weeny little thing. And so I had that and had used it, but I had scissors that wouldn't fit through the hole. So I got this and I played with it. We'll see. I need to really get into some sewing and use those scissors and see if it made any difference. It should. And I watched a couple of other YouTube videos about how to use those. So, so we'll see. I hate to take them to get them sharpened. The cheap pair, I remember I took it to a guy to sharpen, and he said they were not even worth sharpening. So anyway, that's all I have today. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you shortly. Bye-bye.